My name is Paul Funk. In the 25 years I've lived here, I've only filed 3 police reports, all in the last 6 months. The first concerned a man running down the street with a rock in each hand. I was going to bring one to show it to you, but the policeman at the door wouldn't let me take it in here. So he was chasing a woman jogger, a stranger to him. He also had thrown rocks at a gas station employee, someone again whom he had no previous contact. The police responded promptly. Thank you, our police department. When he was arrested, I was asked to testify. The police officer that was taking evidence, including the smashed car window, said that the man had been arrested numerous times and would be on the street again in a few hours. Assault and battery with a deadly weapon are no longer serious enough criminal offenses to keep someone in jail. My most recent traumatic experience concerned a man who tried to break into my home. With the help of a neighbor, we were able to track him until the police arrived. As before, he was arrested. As before, I learned that this person also had been arrested numerous times. Once again, I agreed to testify in court if necessary. Once again, I was assured that he would be on the street in a few hours. Attempted burglary following arrest for actual burglary only a week prior are no longer serious enough criminal offenses to keep someone in jail. I don't understand what has changed, and I don't understand why it has changed, but I can tell you this much. Our city can be a great place for taxpayers to live, or it can be a great place for criminals, but it cannot be both. Thank you.
Paul, let me just say, you asked why has it changed. It's a few years back, and amazingly, it was done as a constitutional amendment. It was passed by 84%, and it was basically the bail reform that put a lot more, it was more liberal to allow those that were arrested to be released on their own recognizance. One of the things that I talked about a few weeks ago was not necessarily to overturn it, but to add one more little verbiage to it, because right now it's a flight risk or danger to society. And as earlier you saw a video, even that video, that didn't rise to what the legislature put in that language. And so what I was going to suggest is we could add one more wording. So it's a flight risk, danger to society, or as the courts may determine. That way it allows the judge to make the call. And so I think that would really be the only way to go, to have our legislature look at that and maybe put that on as a constitutional amendment to be added on to that Bail Reform Act.
Thank you, Mr. Mason. And with all due respect, and not having any training in the law, I have heard that in Alamogordo they have a habitual offender clause that also gives some teeth to the law to keep people off the streets who are in the habit of committing crime. So maybe that would be something to consider in Las Cruces, is a habitual offender.
Yeah, and that might be for misdemeanors on a little bit lower level, breaking, smaller, less than $500 or different things. But I hear what you're saying. I really do. Yeah, yes, sir.